Hey guys. Okay. Epoxy resin ocean theme tutorial. How do you get the cells? How do you make waves look real? How do you get the lacing? How do you blend your colors? I am going to show you how we do all of that. Okay? So, without further ado, I'm actually going to get this blue. You know what I'm going to do? Let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sand. I'm going to get paper and I'm going to make sand. Okay, so the way that I got these little ridges right there, I'm going to this is what I did. This doesn't have to be like super freaking technical, y'all. Don't make this harder than what it's got to be, okay? I did that wrong. Hold on. Oh, shit. I'm telling y'all not to make it difficult. Okay, so all I'm doing, I don't want overspray, right? So I'm just going to go like this. And I'm going to spray my sand. Now this is nutmeg. And this is ivory. So I'm going to see if I don't do both of these, if I can't get some realistic looking sand. Now some people use real sand. I never did that, but that'd be kind of cool. I actually got to do it in a table coming up, so it's going to be an ocean themed so what I'm just doing is like eliminating some of that over. And you're not gonna see it like that good with the with all the epoxy. I just didn't want all that overspray. Okay. And I wanted it to be a little bit more beachy than what it was. So you can actually tint your pigments with spray paint, and you get some really, really cool effects like that. I do a lot of sinks like that. Okay. And I think I'm gonna mist some of this ivory. Just like that. It's pretty cool. Can you see? You see that? That looks realistic. All right. So let's go. So I use, just because some pigments actually will like melt cups and stuff. So you gotta be super careful. Well, I know spray paint does. So I use these little Dixie cups, but for the most part, you can use the little plastic ones. Like this. They're super cheap at Walmart. How many times have I said super? What the hell? Alright, super. Alright, okay. Blue. Matter of fact, I don't think I need these big old ones. I don't think I do. I'm gonna do it anyways. Blue. blue. And this is going to be white for the waves. This is going to be tinted, and this is going to be white. All right. You will see I changed my mind more than I changed my baby's diaper. I didn't know what to say. Okay. Yo. Popsicle sticks. For the white, I usually use Alumilite. Where are we at? For the white, I usually use Alumilite, but I just got my Just Resin pigment paste in. So I'm going to be using these. I've never used them before. I've only seen them being used. They're so freaking pretty. I gotta use them. I was gonna wait and do a big old pour, but I'll still do that one, and I'll try to get both videos uploaded. So you just make sure your epoxy is mixed up, scrape the edges, scrape the bottom. A lot of messages and questions that I get from people on my pages is, I poured a table a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago and it's still tacky. What do I do? You're screwed. Don't cut corners. Do it right the first time. Anything your grandmother or grandfather or mother used to tell you, do it with epoxy. Seriously though, like, don't cut corners, y'all. Like, seriously, don't do it. I just want to get some of these bigger. It looks too... It looks... too fake. And I don't like fake. I don't want that in my table or in my wall art. So you're going to see how many gloves I go through. It's kind of embarrassing. But it's all right. Okay. So, again, I'm going to make sure. Now check this out. The reason that I use this Stone Coat Countertops epoxy, the art one, is because one time my baby woke up. I have a 1-year-old, and one time she woke up and I had just mixed the two, A and B parts, and she woke up and she stayed up for at least a half an hour. I come back out and my resin was still in the cup, ready for me to mix, and I had at least 30 minutes work time, 45 minutes work time with it. So if you have babies or kids or a life and you can't just always pour and do what you want to do, find you a resin that does what this does. How about that? Okay, so I'm not measuring anything. This is going to be my white. That's way too much white. Alright, I'm going to try to dry this spray paint real quick. That's where these attachments come in. These freaking amazing attachments. I'm going to turn the heat down. This has a heat adjustable dial. So I'm kind of like just blowing air. It's there. Alright. And I'm going to put my other nozzle back on. You'll see me switch nozzles. I love the detachable nozzles. I don't think I've ever said nozzles so many times in my life. But it is what it is. Alright. So now what? Now, we're going to mix our colors. So we got... I'm going to start with dark turquoise. That's dark turquoise by Just Resin. And I am going to get this doggone piece of paper out of the inside of this. If it comes out. It probably don't. Does it come out? Does it? It does. Gucci. Sucker. Alright. There's that. So I don't even know what this color looks like, but I hope it's the right color. It looks kind of greenish. And I wasn't looking for green, but it is what it is. I'm going to see what it is before I mix anything else, because that might be my... That's like freaking green, dude. Look at that. That's kind of greenish. What are you going to look like on my thing? No, we're good. I'm tripping. Okay, we're good. There it is. Can you see? It's super dark. Okay, so I got that one. And I'm gonna get this out the way. And I freaking freaked up. I messed up. I usually put a piece of MDF under here so that way my cups don't move and go crazy and shit. But I messed up. I think I was just so excited to finally freaking pour something for YouTube, because every other time I've tried, it's messed up on me. And it really bums me out. And it's not even like, it's not even my fault. And it's not my camera's fault. It's just that, I mean, it's kind of my camera's fault. God, that is pretty. So what it is it saved it in CED mode. So here are these. And I can do a video and show you how to make your own epoxy pigment paste. I don't know if you're supposed to mix these first. It doesn't say. I didn't get instructions with it, but it's super thick. So I'm thinking maybe a little bit goes a long way though. And I'm gonna get this paper out. There's that one. And then we're going to do turquoise luster. So let's mix this one up and see what we got. So pretty. You pretty. You pretty. And we got this one. Turquoise luster. So like it looks really fluidy, but if you mix it up, they're thick. So I'm going to wipe this off the edge. Try to keep your stuff kind of clean. I know it's hard with epoxy, but lids get stuck and it just becomes a mess really easy. So if you keep your hands clean, keep some DNA, denatured alcohol, and that's that turquoise luster. Super pretty. That's nice. And my white by Just Resin. Usually I use Alumilite white, but like I said, I just got these, so I'm really geeked about using this. And if you don't know, that is Florida slang. Geeked is excited. Sorry guys. And no, I'm not in Florida. I was in Florida. I lived in Florida for a while. Now, I have a beautiful family in Michigan. Everybody's like, Michigan? How'd you go from Michigan to Florida? Or Florida to Michigan? Well, I went from Michigan to Florida to Michigan. So, I kind of want this like dark. Not dark, but super opaque. Like the wave stuff. Make sure you got enough. Don't skimp out on your white. So this is titanium white. And I got this one because it was super white. Like super freaking white. Look at that. Yes, y'all. Okay. One other thing that I have is sky blue resin dye. And this is from Let's Resin. And kind of shake these up a little bit. I don't know if you have to. I do. And this is going to get our waves to move. Okay. So just put a couple drops of that. And that's what we're going to get. It's super clear. It's like really translucent. But it gives it what we need. And so I've got my clear, and I'm not going to pour all of it on. I'm doing this just so everything stays fluid. And I'm just going to spread it around. I'm not pushing it over the edges yet. A lot of times I'll keep the sand part dry, but now I'm just going to push it over the edge. And how did I pick up that? I don't know. I probably used a cup that was already used. So you can, I'll show you guys, like, if you follow me, okay, here we go. Good time for that. If you're getting anything out of this or you want to see more content like this, do me a favor, please hit the like button and subscribe, or smash that like button and subscribe, as they say. If you don't want to smash it, don't smash it. Just kind of press it. I don't care how you do that like button. But if you're getting anything out of this and would like to see more content like this, seriously, consider subscribing. It'll get me to where I need to be able to do live videos and to bring you guys a lot more stuff. There's things that I can't do right now because I don't have the subscribers and views that I need. And no, I'm not trying to get monetized. I'm actually just trying to bring you guys more content easier and more accessibly. Okay, so I'm going to heat this up. Oop, I forgot I didn't have the heat on. Whoop. So this, hold on, I'll show you after. So this not only pops bubbles, but it makes it more fluid. Fuck. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to make this so that way. Yes. Sorry about that. I had to change my other camera. Battery. These die so fast. I don't know what the heck is wrong with this stupid thing. Okay. Alright, back in business. Let me put this battery on a charger because it'll freaking die so fast. Okay, when you're working with resin, keep a torch and a heat gun. Okay? A torch and a heat gun. And the reason that I say that is because a heat gun will move things around. You don't always want to move things around. You know what I mean? You don't always want to move everything. Sometimes things are good right where they're at. So what do? You get a torch. And a torch is going to pop the bubbles and leave it where it's at. For the most part. And I can show you how to do that, okay? So I'm going to take my blue, my dark blue. And then I'm going to take my, what was this called? Candy blue. And you are pretty. Okay, candy blue. And then I'm going to do a little bit more. Okay. Then I'm going to do my luster. Okay, now the reason that I have a paintbrush, and here's a tip, dip your brush in epoxy, because if you don't, you're going to pull up epoxy where you set your brush first, okay? So I'm going to start up here and kind of work my way back because I don't want to pull those colors up. First, fucking up, Nita. I'm going to grab my heat gun. Nope, I'm going to grab my torch. And I'm going to make this fluid, but not move it around yet. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to take my paintbrush and I'm going to move things where I want them. And I'm going to get the edges. And the reason I'm starting at the light color is because I don't mind if light gets in the dark. I don't so much want dark in the light. Okay. Now we're going to like kind of mix these so that way it doesn't look all extra separate. That candy blue just kind of takes over. And I got my... This is kind of greenish, y'all. So... just gonna paint my edges. And they're gonna drip. Trust that they're going to drip. Alright, so that's basically what I do with the paintbrush. Do you need it? You can use your fingers if you want to finger paint with If you want to finger paint with epoxy, if you want to finger epoxy, you can do whatever you want. I don't care. Who the hell am I to tell you can't finger paint? Finger paint all you want. Sorry, y'all. I'm a freaking dork. Okay, let's move some junk around. Oh shit, hold on. Or oh crap. Oh shoot. This, another pro tip, wooden shish kebab sticks. Your best friend. Do you do epoxy? I don't know what the hell just flew in my thing. But that will take anything out. Bet. Like, what is that? Oh, that's paint. So this is where we get the fluid movement, okay? Let me turn my heat down a little bit. I don't want to be burning crap. All right. Okay. So now, what the hell is that? Something else. Make sure I ain't got no shit on my shit. Okay. All right, y'all. So now to get the waves. Let me show you how to get the waves. Let me show you how to get the waves. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to figure this out so I can make better content, edit things out that don't need to be seen, etc., etc. Okay, honey. Honey. So this is where this comes in. This is how we're going to get our waves to move and get lacing. Okay? Now, I'll explain. First, I'm going to lay this down. And then I'm going to put some white right on the other side of it. And now I'm going to turn on the heat. Okay. Now the reason we put down clear, well not clear, but the translucent, is because this is thinner and the white will drop through and give you those cells that you're looking for. Okay? So it's always good. And the reason I use this blue is just because it kind of blends a little bit more and it still stays super light. So the white kind of just does what you want it to do. Okay? Hence the layering effect adds a little bit of blue, so it's not just the white. Comprende? So now we're going to go back. I am going to start in the back because waves kind of layer up. So I'm going to put one right here. And I'm going to warm it up before I go in and move anything. I'm going to change this tip because I don't want to be so centered. So you'll see when you're able to change your tips, you can do more of what you want to do. Like, you'll see. So I'm going to add right here. And I'm going to put it on low. And I'm going to add one here. Now you're going to probably think this looks really super crazy, but we're going to do a part 2. And this isn't going to look like this. Okay? I promise you it's going to look good. I promise it'll look good. Okay. So I am going to do a little bit just of white. And just white. Oh yeah, I said I was going to show y'all how to do cells and lacing. Here we go. Let's do cells and lacing. Let's do these waves with cells and lacing. Let's do that. There we go. Okay, so up here, we're gonna do cells. Matter of fact, no, I'm done with this. We're done with this one. I'm gonna do another video on the next step after this. So we're gonna let this one cure. This video, the second part of this one, will be uploaded tomorrow, but I'm gonna show you the second step on another piece that's just like this, but it's rectangle. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that one now.